Hey everyone, welcome back to Wise Page Hub. If you've ever struggled with sticking to New Year's resolutions, building better routines, or breaking bad habits, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into one of the most game-changing books out there, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This isn't just another self-help book, it's a practical blueprint for making tiny changes that lead to massive results. James Clear, a habits expert who's overcome his own setbacks like a serious sports injury, argues that success isn't about radical overhauls. It's about atomic habits, small, incremental improvements that compound over time. Think of it like compound interest in your bank account, but for your life. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to build good habits, break bad ones, and level up your daily routine. Stick around, because we're covering the entire book in under 15 minutes. If you like this, hit that like button and subscribe for more book summaries. Let's jump in. First off, Clear kicks things off by explaining why habits matter so much. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. A 1% improvement every day might seem insignificant, but over a year, it adds up exponentially. For example, if you get 1% better daily, you'll be nearly 37 times better by year's end. But the flip side? 1% worse daily, and you'll dwindle to almost nothing. Clear shares stories from his life and research, like how British cycling went from mediocrity to dominating the Olympics by focusing on marginal gains, tiny tweaks in everything from bike seats to hand-washing routines. The core idea? Forget goals, focus on systems. Goals are about the results you want, like losing 20 pounds. Systems are about the processes that get you there, like your daily eating and exercise habits. Winners and losers often have the same goals. What separates them is the system they build. Now, the meat of the book, the 4 laws of behavior change. Clear breaks habit formation into a simple framework based on how our brains work. Every habit follows a cue-craving response-reward loop inspired by Charles Duhigg's work in The Power of Habit. To build a good habit, you make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. To break a bad one, you invert that. Make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Let's break it down law by law. Law 1. Make it obvious. This is all about cues, the triggers that start your habits. Our environment shapes our behavior more than we think. Clear suggests habit stacking, tying a new habit to an existing one. For instance, after brushing your teeth, existing habit, meditate for 2 minutes, new habit. Or use implementation intentions. I will behavior at time in location, like I will exercise at 7 a.m. in my living room. To make bad habits invisible, redesign your environment. Want to eat healthier? Hide the junk food and put fruits on the counter. Clear cites research showing that people eat less when food is out of sight. Pro tip: track your habits with a scorecard list, your daily routines, and rate them as positive, negative, or neutral to build awareness. Law 2. Make it attractive. Habits stick when they're rewarding to our dopamine-driven brains. To amp up attraction, bundle temptations, pair something you need to do with something you want to do. Clear calls this temptation bundling. Example: only listen to your favorite podcast while working out, or join a culture where your desired behavior is normal, like surrounding yourself with fitness enthusiasts if you want to get in shape. For bad habits, Make them unattractive by highlighting the downsides. Reframe "I have to run" as "I get to build endurance and feel alive." Clear dives into dopamine science here. It's not just about the reward, it's the anticipation that hooks us. Law 3. Make it easy. Friction is the enemy of good habits. The easier something is, the more likely you'll do it. Clear's 2-minute rule. Scale down habits to something that takes less than 2 minutes. Want to read more? Start with read 1 page. Want to run a marathon? Begin with put on running shoes. This leverages the power of showing up consistency over perfection. Reduce friction in your environment. Prep your gym clothes the night before. For bad habits, increase friction, uninstall social media apps, or put your phone in another room. Clear explains the law of least effort. Humans naturally gravitate toward options requiring the least work. Automate where possible, like using apps to block distractions. Law 4. Make it satisfying. We repeat what feels good. Immediate rewards reinforce habits, even if long-term benefits are delayed. Use a habit tracker, mark an X on a calendar for each day you complete it, creating a chain you don't want to break, inspired by Jerry Seinfeld's comedy routine. Or set up a reward system. After a workout, treat yourself to a smoothie. For bad habits, make them unsatisfying with accountability. Tell a friend you'll pay them $20 if you skip the gym. Clear warns about the downside. Bad habits often have immediate rewards, like junk food's taste, but delayed punishments. Flip that script. Beyond the basics, Clear covers advanced tactics. Habit stacking plus temptation bundling equals a powerhouse combo. He talks about the Goldilocks rule. Tasks should be just right, not too easy, not too hard to stay motivated. Track progress, but don't obsess. Use identity change. Instead of "I want to run," say "I'm a runner." This shifts your self-image. For breaking bad habits, inversions work wonders. But remember, genes play a role. Pick habits that align with your natural strengths. Clear shares how to recover from slip-ups. Never miss twice. One bad day? Get back on track immediately. In the final chapters, Clear emphasizes that habits are about becoming the person you want to be. He wraps up with reflections on mastery. True behavior change is identity change. Small habits lead to remarkable results, but it's a lifelong process. Whew, that was a lot. But that's Atomic Habits in a nutshell. Key takeaways. Focus on systems over goals. Use the 4 laws to build and break habits. And remember, tiny changes compound. If you apply just one thing from this, start with the 2-minute rule, it'll change everything. What habit are you building next? Drop it in the comments below. I read every one. If this summary helped, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and check out the book yourself, link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!